like a wedding present to you guys at this point, really.
It's incredible. I mean, we walked in not knowing what to expect, and I think we're still a little bit in awe.
Yeah, looking around, look at that. It's crazy.
I know. We got to walk
totally
over
crazy
there. It's
to
almost
see that. It really is. I mean, that's us walking up the stairs, and that's one of the memories that we'll take with us. Walking up the stairs of the Supreme Court and walking down the stairs of the Supreme Court when you're a litigant in one of these lawsuits, is such a powerful thing. I mean, they only take 10% of the cases that they get every year. So to know that we were able to get there and do something so positive for the state of California, 38 million people, largest state in the country, now has full marriage equality. They say as California goes, so goes the nation. So we hope that'll mean good things for the rest of the country, and we've seen that in the last year.
I think we wait on those accolades till later because there's a lot more work to be done. And we also are reminded of the heroes that came before us. This was an easier time for us to step into a more risky battle to win marriage equality in California. But we have to remember the Harvey Milks. We have to remember the people that came before us, that it was much harder to do it then. And they had to stand up in a time where it meant literally putting your life on the line.
Right.
And so what we think is this is a big victory for California, but it's a small chapter in the long history of the struggle. So we tell people that you don't need the platform of a film or a major lawsuit at the Supreme Court to make a change. You can make a change in your own home and in your own community by just lifting your voice, by just being honest and living your truth. And that's what moves the needle for us.
Well, we're glad we do have the film because, as others have said here tonight, it's a way for viewers who maybe aren't as knowledgeable about the case, about everything that went into it. Those of us who are in California, of course, are very in tune to it. But this is great for other states and other countries, really, to get an exposure to this.
That's absolutely true, and that's something we think of and something we're very proud of the film because we think it has a really good message. Because when you distill it all down, this movie is really a love story. It's a love story of two couples, and if we can reach someone who's sitting in their bedroom, a young boy or a young girl who is struggling with their sexuality, is struggling with maybe their familial situation, they can watch this movie and have hope. And then you have another person who has yet to fall in love and is thinking about the day that they fall in love and find the person they want to spend the rest of their life with. They know that they're going to have the opportunity to marry that person and be recognized by their government as a full and equal citizen.
There he is. Also, the film, the case against 8 does another thing to me. It's like, there's so many people that we feel won't publicly admit to being on one side or the other on this. And maybe they're struggling. And maybe they sit and watch this film and they understand the human struggle part of this, the human rights issue that's at hand. And we hope that, our small part in this, that our story, that Chris and Sandy's story, seeing the, uncommon coupling of Ted and David come together, that it might inform them in a way that informs them better than just propaganda or a bumper sticker that they saw during a ballot. Exactly. Right. So it allows someone to delve into it in their living room on their own and make up their own mind without having to feel exactly. Mm-hmm. So we hope that maybe there's a lot of good people out there that just said we didn't know, or we just didn't have an opinion because we didn't know where to look or where to see. Here we are 5 years later with this extraordinary film that helps people maybe have that process.
Oh, totally agree. And so congratulations for the wedding, for the film, for tonight.
It's overwhelming.
It really is. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Problem to have.
Yeah. It is. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Have a good night.